What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're doing a little behind the scenes, I guess. This is how the videos are going to be, because it's more easy to do them like this than to create the graphic, then go back and talk about it. This is just an easier way for me to do it, show you while I create it. So you'll need to see how I create the graphics and everything. This is the first one, but here we go. The 2024 NFL Draft. With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, USC. So there he is right there. He was pre-copied, and we have to do it. For everyone else, we're going to have to go into Google and get an image. But, Caleb Williams, he was already in there. Let's zoom in a little bit. So there is Caleb, the man right there. Number 1 to the Bears. Alright, and here we go. With the second pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Drake May, quarterback, North Carolina. So May going here to Washington to play for the Commanders. Put him right there in the frame, and there he is, Drake May. He is a big guy. Compare it a lot to Josh Allen. Josh Allen has a lot of, they scramble both a lot. Drake May last year did a lot of scrambling for the Tar Heels. So yeah, I think comparing him to Josh Allen here would be nice. And this is a very hot take, but I think he's quarterback 1 in this draft. I really do. Not a dog in Caleb Williams, and this is not how I would pick. This is what I would think is going to happen, right? Not a dog in Caleb Williams, but I think May has more upside and a lot better size than Williams. Alright, next up here we have pick 3. And with the third pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Jayden Daniels, quarterback, LSU. So here's the kid, Jayden Daniels, right here. I'm not going to use that elbow picture. That is disgusting. Very concerning. Just kidding. That doesn't really matter. We'll use this one. Jayden Daniels, also, I'm a Falcons fan, so that's put that out there here. I really wanted us to go for Jayden Daniels. We'd have to give up a lot, but I thought he was our guy, him or Drake May. We ended up going with Kurt. So, I'm not mad at that, but he's getting up there in age, so we'll have to figure out something here and when he is done. Alright, next up, we're going to move on here to the Cardinals. And with the 4th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio State. So MHJ, Marvin Harrison Jr. from Ohio State, going to the Cardinals. They gave up all their receivers pretty much in the free agency. Marquise Brown is gone, as well as Rondell Moore. They're in deep trouble if they don't get a good wideout 1, and they're going to get that at 4 here with Marvin Harrison Jr. Alright, next up here we have the Los Angeles Chargers, and with the 5th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Joe Alt, offensive tackle, Notre Dame. So, the big man from the Irish is going to be playing with Jim Harbaugh at for the Chargers. He'll be playing with Harbaugh and the Chargers. The Chargers are probably going to be rebuilding this year. They gave away Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Eckler is no longer there. So they're going to need Quentin Johnston to step up much more than he did in the last year. He had a rough year, but I think he will have a much better year this year. Alright, next up we're going to move on quickly here to the New York Giants, and with the 6th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, LSU. So here he is, and by the way, it says Neighbors spelled like that. It's because I did the voice typing. I'm not an idiot. Spell it N-A, like a damn neighbor. That's your, like, your next door neighbor. I'm not stupid. But here is the kid, Malik Neighbors, out of LSU. Great talent at receiver. It's just a rough year for him because Marvin Harrison Jr. is just such a great player. And yeah, just such a great player. And Neighbors also an amazing player, but it's just tough for him that he has to be in the same draft class as Marvin Harrison Jr. Alright, next up we have the Tennessee Titans in with the 7th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Tennessee Titans select Olu Fashanu, O-line, Penn State. So, the Titans in need of a pass protector. Coming out of Happy Valley, Penn State. He's a big guy, very big player. He did great in the blocking for the Nittany Lions. And yeah, he did great this year. A lot of upside. And I think that the Titans might do one more year of the quick rebuild so they can get back to that playoffs level. They fired Mike Vrabel. So Titans actually kind of a big question mark in the league this year. Tennessee Titans. Alright, moving on to the 8th pick and my Atlanta Falcons. If we don't make this move, then we have major problems because in my projections I had this guy sliding all the way down to 8. Last year he would have been in the top 5 for me. One of the best players in college football last year. And with the 8th pick, I beg, Terry Fontenot, don't mess this up. I beg you, please. And with the 8th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Dallas Turner, defensive end, Alabama. So, Dallas Turner, one of the best players in college football this year. As much as I don't like this jersey that he is wearing in all these pictures, I really want this guy on the Falcons. He'll do great for us, man. It'll be awesome if we get this guy. A lot of the sites when I was doing the research here, oh, look at him. There he is right there in the Falcon uniform. Looking awesome. But when I was doing my research on this video, a lot of the sites had the Falcons taking Jared Verse. He was dominant at the combine, Jared Verse. But I love Dallas Turner. Him and Will Anderson. If he can have the rookie season that Will Anderson had, man, that'll be awesome for the Atlanta Falcons here. And I think that he might. I think that he has a possibility to even do better than Will Anderson. And that's pretty hard. Will Anderson had an awesome year last year. Alright, moving on here to back to the Chicago Bears. And with the 9th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze, wide receiver, Washington. Odunze, my nickname for him, my buddy's nickname. We love some Rome Odunze. Great player, lots of talent. There's this guy, right? I watch him all the time. He pushes out amazing content. He really does, but that picture's not good. It's too dark. He pushes out awesome content about the NFL. But he is the biggest Rome Odunze hater I've ever seen. This guy he's an elite football player. He is a huge hater on Rome Odunze. He calls him slow all the time. I think Rome Odunze is such an awesome player in the league. He's going to be a great player in the league. He was great in college. for Penix in Washington. So yeah, I think he's a great player, and I really don't see how everyone keeps on hating on him. Alright, moving on here to the New York Jets, and I am absolutely ecstatic to announce this one to you guys. With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Brock Bowers, tight end, Georgia. The greatest player in college football last year. No, I'm just kidding. That was obviously Marvin Harrison Jr. But yeah, Brock Bowers. I am a Georgia fan. Obviously, you can assume that based on the fact that I'm a Falcons fan too. So yeah, Bowers, the man. Here, out of Georgia. 2-time Mackey Award winner. One of the greatest tight ends to play college football, if not the greatest. One of the greatest players to ever suit up in the red and black. Brock Bowers, out of Georgia. Really excited for him. I'm trying to find light pictures of them wearing white jerseys for when I put the logos. It'll be easier to see the team logos. That's why it's taking me a minute on each. Anyway, Bowers, I mean, what a great talent he is. Brock Bowers out of Georgia. It's awesome for him. And I just love it. And here we got 3 in a row interesting picks here. I really think these could go either way, to be honest with you, these next 3. They're all the same position. I'm just going to spoil it. They're quarterbacks, and here we go. Let's start it here with the 11th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Minnesota Vikings select J.J. McCarthy, quarterback, Michigan. They need to get a quarterback, or else Justin Jefferson will not be re-signing with them. They need Justin Jefferson. They need Justin Jefferson to re-sign because he is such an important piece. And I can tell you one thing. Sam Darnold is not going to get it, buddy. You need to get J.J. Not J.J. I don't love J.J. McCarthy. I really don't. I really think Stetson Bennett is better than J.J. McCarthy. She got lucky. I mean, come on. No way. But, yeah. J.J. McCarthy going at 11 to the Vikings. Here, the 12th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Denver Broncos select Bo Nix, quarterback, Oregon. As much as I hate to do that, I've been reading all the articles. People are higher on Bo Nix somehow than they are on Michael Penix, which is shocking to me. This guy was horrible at Auburn. That's very biased, but you know what? I don't really care. I really don't like Bo Nix. Not like I don't have a personal grudge against him. He seems like a good dude, but like he played for Auburn, man. Come on. It's Bo Nix, and I'm not a huge fan. Yes, so Bo Nix. Here we go. With the 13th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Michael Penix Jr., quarterback, Washington. So Penix out of Washington, the southpaw. As much as I hope he drops to the second round and maybe the Falcons can snag him and he can develop for 4 years, 3 or 4 years behind Kirko, I don't think it'll happen. He's going to go here at 13 to the Raiders. The Raiders are in need of a quarterback. Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew are not going to cut it, unfortunately, for the Raiders. Unless they're going to go rebuild mode, which I don't think they will because they got limited time left with Devontae Adams. I think they go Penix here. Keep him out west. Next up here we have the New Orleans, the disgusting, absolutely rancid New Orleans Saints. Here, I really dislike the New Orleans Saints very much. So here we are at 14, and here we go. With the 14th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select J.C. Latham, offensive tackle, Alabama. So Latham, a great offensive tackle for the Tide. That picture is disgusting. Doing the crane kick, that is absolutely disgusting. Anyway, great offensive tackle for Alabama. They had a lot of problems with the O-line in the center snapping the football, and Latham was not one of those problems, so I really do like Latham. And 6'6", 342, a big guy. I like Latham here at 14. Alright, with the 15th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Indy Colts select Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver, LSU. I love Brian Thomas. I think he's a great player. He's a very selfless player, in my opinion. He was never the wideout one for the Tigers, but he always was great. He was always performing well for LSU. He's that locker room guy. He's a guy I would love to have in my locker room. Brian Thomas Jr. to the Colts at 15. Here goes 16 to the Seahawks. With the 16th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Graham Barden, center, Duke. So the first center taken here out of Duke, Graham Barden. The Seattle offensive line, interior offensive line, has been pretty horrible these past couple years. So I like Graham Barden. Oh my God. Not Brandon Graham. Come on now. I want Graham Barden. Alright, yeah, Graham Barden. Center out of Duke. Duke had a great year. I like these ones. I just want to see a picture of him playing some ball. Go here. Center out of Duke. I don't want to save it. Not. My goodness. Sorry about that. First center taken, as I said. Seattle interior offensive line has struggled in the past. So I have them going interior line here, going with Graham Barden. And moving on, we're going to Florida, where the Jags play at 17. Here we go. With the 17th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jags select Terrion Arnold, cornerback, Alabama. Jacksonville really needing a good cornerback one. They need Arnold, who is a great tackler. And he's a ball hawk. He's a ball hawk. He really is. I don't really know how to spell his name, unfortunately. But he is a great player, great star-studded talent out of Alabama. You really can never go wrong with a DB out of Bama. Terrion Arnold, great player. There we go. Moving on to the Bengals. With the 18th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Cincy Bengals select Jared Verse, defensive end, Florida State. So Jared Verse, the edge rusher out of FSU. He has fallen on my board pretty far. A lot of people have him being taken by Atlanta at 8. I would not be pleased with this pick. I mean, I wouldn't be angry. We definitely need to take an edge rusher. That's no question. It has to be an edge rusher. So it's either Dallas Turner, Jared Verse, or Lateo Latu out of UCLA, and I want us to go with Dallas Turner. I think we will. I really think we will. And the Bengals here. Verse here would be a great asset for the Bengals. About 28 sacks over his 3 college seasons. He did very well at the combine. And the Bengals in need of an edge position. In need of an edge rusher. Here we go. For the Rams with the 19th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the LA Rams select Lateo Latu, edge from UCLA. So, two edge rushers in a row. Lateo Latu out of UCLA, by far their best player this year. On the field and keeping the LA kid in LA. Like it there. Next up we got with the 20th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Talisi Bunga, offensive tackle, Oregon State. So last season we saw them. Oh, I'm running low on battery. We saw them go Broderick Jones from Georgia, and they're going to go offensive line again in the first round. I think it's a multi-year process for the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? They don't have an awesome quarterback. I'm not going to lie to you. Kenny Pickett is not my favorite player in the league. He's not a great player, I'm going to be honest with you, man. But you know what? It's a multi-year process. You can't panic. Oh, look, there's Lateo Latu. You can't panic. This one here has the Jets taking him. I think that's kind of goofy. It's way too early. But anyway, sorry about that. It's a multi-year process. You can get the quarterback next year. Beck Ewer, Shadur Sanders all going to the draft likely next year. You can get any of them next year. As long as you play your cards right if you're Pittsburgh. Or Pickett can bloom. Who knows? Anyway, here we go to the Dolphins. With the 21st pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Troy Fawanatu, offensive tackle, Washington. So that's 3 in a row from the Pac-12, which is really no longer a thing anymore after basketball season is now over. So no more Pac-12 anymore. And I'm so glad it's not number 73 from Washington, because that guy really did sell them in the national championship. Couldn't block, got holdings every play. I mean, it was a disaster blocking. This guy played well, though, for Washington this year. And yeah, I like the Dolphins taking him here. With the 22nd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Philly Eagles select Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback, Toledo. If this guy played at Alabama, I'd have him over Arnold, but he played at Toledo, so he hasn't proven a lot to me. But I still like him in the first round, so still like him, even though he was not, I don't really love the group of 5 guys. But, he's still a great talent, even though he was in the MAC, not the SEC, but, Yeah, and here we go. Gonna get another corner here. With a 23rd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Nate Wiggins, cornerback, Clemson. So Nate Wiggins he did awesome in that 40. In the combine. And I really do like Nate Wiggins as a player. I like this picture too. Even though they lost this one, but golly, man. Can we do anything right? Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Can you copy the image? Love Nate Wiggins. Very fast, very physical corner. Out of Clemson. Love the pickup. If you're a Viking fan, I'd love this pickup. This would be great for the Vikings here. At 23. So here we go. With the 24th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Jordan Morgan, left tackle, Arizona. So Jordan Morgan. Out of Arizona. Arizona had a great year this year. Surprising year. to say the least, for the Wildcats. They did lose their coach, though, so we don't know how they'll be next year. But we really don't need to be talking about that right now because it's not a video to talk about the futures of each team for college football. That will be another time we can do that. But that's not now. We're doing a mock draft right now. Alright, so next up is the Green Bay Packers, my brother's favorite team, the Packers. And I think he's going to like this pick very much. With the 25th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Amarius Mims, offensive tackle, Georgia. The 6'8", 340-pound behemoth out of Georgia will keep the Power G on the helmet. And he will go up to Green Bay to play for the Packers. Amarius Mims, love the kid. He's a great player, an awesome player. Look at that smile right there. All right, it's not glazed. It's not getting to glazed territory. Just love the kid. He's a great player for the Dogs. He's awesome for us, man. Love Mims. Bakhtiari, he left. He was released to free up cap, and I think Mims is a great replacement for him. So give me Mims here for Green Bay at pick 25 in the draft. So yeah, love the pick there. And with the 26th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Kool-Aid McKinstry, cornerback, Alabama. So, you guys know I don't love Kool-Aid McKinstry. I think he's kind of overhyped. He's a good player, don't get me wrong. I just think he's a little overhyped compared to some of the other talent in this draft. But yeah, give me him going here. With the 27th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Byron Murphy, defensive tackle, Texas. Byron Murphy from UT. Horns down all day, though. I hate Texas. But, yeah, Byron Murphy from Texas will go here. 27 to the Arizona Cardinals. They got 2 first-round picks. First going on Marvin Harrison, and then second they'll go to Byron. Next here, the Buffalo Bills with the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Buffalo Bills select Idani Mitchell, wide receiver, Texas, and I love AD, man. Even though we did transfer, I really do love AD Mitchell. Look at him, making plays for the Dogs. Played for Texas this year. But he is a great player. He played awesome for Georgia. Transferred to Texas, and it was a valid reason. His kid was there, all his family, and it's great story for him. And love the kid, AD Mitchell. Love it. What a great talent. Alright, here we go with the 29th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Detroit Lions select the first ever white cornerback in the history of the NFL, Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean out of Iowa, the corner. And it's just awesome for the kid. I love Cooper DeJean. What a great talent he is. He was working out with the Packers, I think, a little while back. I know he was working out with, classic upload error. Surprised we haven't had more of those. He was working out with some of the Packers players. I think it's Luke Musgrave, the Iowa tight end he was working out with. Great for him. And I think he'll be great in the league. Alright, here with the 30th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle, Oklahoma. Golly, I can't type sometimes. This guy, he's a great blocker for Oklahoma. It's a strong class for the O linemen this year, and I like it for him. So here we go. We're moving on to the 49ers here with the 31st pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The San Fran 49ers select Troy Franklin, wide receiver, Oregon. So the speedster out of Oregon, Troy Franklin. He was a baller for the Ducks this year, and I can see them adding to their already stacked offense. This will make the Niners real scary with McCaffrey, Ayuk, Debo, Samuel, all the guys, all the crew. For the Niners, adding Franklin there would make it awesome. And here we go with the Chiefs with the 32nd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Kansas City Chiefs select Xavier Worthy, wide receiver, Texas. So, Rashee Rice got himself into a little trouble. Still questionable what's going to happen there. The Chiefs needing some receivers anyway. And I love Worthy. Fastest combine time ever. He did play for Texas. You know how I feel about them. Not my favorite. Actually, I really don't like them at all. But Worthy going to Kansas City makes a lot of sense to me. They need some receivers. Position that they are weak at, but you know, I like this pick for him. Alright, thank you guys today for watching and sticking around for this mock draft. I'll be posting on Instagram later. I'm going to have to put the logos under the players. I'm not going to bore you with that, though. So yeah, hope you all have a good night, and I'll be seeing you all. Peace.